Hey there YouTube, welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different comic book stories from different comic book companies. We're going to jump over to Marvel Comics and continue our coverage over the time Captain America decided to no longer be Captain America. He actually put the shield down and became Nomad, a man with no country. Except in this video, he actually decided and realized that he needs to be Captain America once again. So if you like today's comic book video, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's video. So picking up where the last video left off at, we have Steve Rogers still being Nomad, and right now he is chasing down Madam Hydra and Ill. Remember, at the end of our last video, Madam Hydra killed off the original Viper so she can have his name. Then with his death gave her the ability to take control of the Serpent Squad and have them work with her and Krang, this villain from Atlantis, only to end up losing, and now her and Ill are on the run from the police. And so you have Nomad, aka Steve Rogers, trying to capture them for their crimes. But the police stops Nomad because they have no idea it is Captain America. To them, it's just a man wearing a costume, but while he was stopped, Madam Hydra begins to use the crown of the serpent so he can give her an idea of what to do next. But before we can explore that, we get a page where we see Sharon Carter sad about the fact that Steve Rogers has become a hero again, because she was able to get her wish, him no longer being Captain America, only to see him being Nomad now. But we do get the return of David Cox. This was a guy who was a veteran who met Captain America and Sharon Carter back in Captain America number 163, I want to say. But he is here to be a love interest for Sharon. But getting back to Nomad, we see him breaking out of police custody to try to help the police capture both Madam Hydra and Ill, where we see that Ill is actually freaking out that with everything that happened in this video, in the last one, his mind just snapped. And Madam Hydra is trying to make him keep fighting. But Nomad is able to break into the house that is now on fire. Of course, begins the process of Nomad fighting against them, and he is able to take these two on and stop them for a brief moment. To finally wrap up this section of Madam Hydra and Ill, we see that Nomad is trying to convince her that they need to leave because the house is on fire, except she's not listening to him and planning to have all of them die in the fire. Now, just by pure luck, with Steve Rogers being blasted out of the house thanks to the fire department shooting water at him on accident, that him and Ill do make it out, while it seems that Madam Hydra dies in the fire, and the Serpent Crown also survives, but it falls in the sewers. Now we have to focus on Falcon because he's going to be used as a way to bring Steve Rogers back as Captain America. The reason why is because we see him meeting up with Roscoe, this character in our last video who decided he should be the new Captain America, only because him and Steve Rogers used to work out together at the gym. But we see that they are trying to stop a bank robbery, which of course the two of them are able to stop the goons of this group. But then the leader gets them with a surprise attack, and so they can't move. But you have the leader of the group reveal that it is the Red Skull. Of course, he's back to kill Captain America. Moving on to Captain America 183, we pick up with Nomad fighting against a character named Gamecock. Yes, He is one of those super obscure characters that no one really cares for. The reason why they are fighting is because Steve Rogers, aka Nomad, right now is looking for his good friend Falcon. That apparently it has been some time since Falcon has been seen in the city. And so the question is, where is Falcon? So Nomad fights Gamecock and his goons until out of nowhere, someone shoots a rocket that almost gets all of them, but it made them stop fighting. With that happening, the Gamecocks leave scared, and Steve Rogers is back to square one on finding the Falcon. Then we get a page where he meets up with Falcon's girlfriend at the time, Leia. I think it is Leia, I could be wrong. She was written in a way that she is a very strong-willed person. Also may seem that she does not like white superheroes. So when meeting Nomad, at first she thinks of him as a bad guy. And even when he convinces her that he is a good guy, she is still kind of hesitant to help him, but tells him that Falcon was running around with the new Captain America, and so he leaves to find them. There are a couple pages where Steve Rogers gets stopped at a riot because a certain group of people actually believed in Madam Hydra and what she was trying to achieve. Also, they believe Nomad is working for the government as a way to keep the American people in control. Minor stuff really, he does get through them very quickly. We do get a single page where we see that Steve goes to the home of Sam Wilson hoping to find him there. Of course, all he finds is Sam's cat, and he runs into Peggy Carter and Gabe Jones. Sadly, he still does not find Sam Wilson, so he leaves. He even goes to pay a visit to Morgan, and we discussed this last time, that Morgan is basically the kingpin of Harlem, where you have Steve Rogers hoping that he'll be able to find some form of information about where Falcon could be yet. Of course, Morgan has no idea, so Nomad leaves to continue his search for his friend. Then Steve Rogers is able to find the scene of the crime where the Red Skull attacked, and you have the citizens tell Steve Rogers about the bank being robbed, so it makes him worried even more about Falcon. So he goes to call up Charles Xavier because at this time Xavier thought Falcon could be a mutant. Of course, Xavier's not there. Beast is and tells him that Falcon is not there. As soon as he gets off the phone, Red Wing appears, which is Falcon's actual living Falcon partner. Nomad follows Red Wing to where he discovers the body of Roscoe in a Captain America outfit. Now, Steve Rogers did not know that Roscoe was the one pretending to be the new Captain America. But with him finding the body of Roscoe, he was able to find Falcon as well, where Falcon tells Steve Rogers that the reason why Red Skull killed Roscoe is because he was upset that he caught a fake Captain America. So with that happening, it makes Steve Rogers upset because to him, it is his fault that Roscoe died. Also, that the shield meant more than representing America. It was something the American people looked up to. So he realized that he failed the American people by quitting being Captain America. And so you have him decide to become Captain America once again. And so you have Captain America begin his search for the Red Skull to bring him in, only to find a raven nearby to lead him to a random warehouse. When he gets inside the warehouse, he finds a recording that the Red Skull left for him to listen to, where you have the Red Skull admit that he is going to get revenge for Hitler. It is the 30th anniversary of when Hitler failed. So he goes to meet up with Falcon, who is in bed resting after getting his butt kicked by the Red Skull. Of course, you have Captain America asking him to join him in finding and stopping the Red Skull, where you have Leia, the girlfriend of Falcon, try to stop Falcon from leaving, only for Falcon to make her realize that he is right, that he must help Steve Rogers stop the Red Skull. Then we see Captain America and Falcon go to Washington, D.C., where he reveals that he is back as Captain America. This is a little bit of a political thing, but I am not going to go over that part really. What is important is a character named Herbert Glass, and he is some political person. The problem is that he is a target of the Red Skull. Red Skull appears and shoots some kind of red dust all over Herbert Glass. And so you have Captain America and Falcon jump in to stop the Red Skull. Honestly, this fight is short-lived because Marvel did not want to spend too much time covering the fight and really focus on the idea of what the Red Skull new device can do. Because once the heroes lose the fight against the Red Skull, they come to find out that the red dust can basically turn someone's face into a Red Skull. Once your face turns, you basically die, because this dust actually suffocates you while your face turns into a Red Skull. Then you have Steve Rogers go visit Sharon Carter, his girlfriend at the time, which gives Steve another problem to deal with. The fact that he has not visited his girlfriend after he became Captain America, someone who wanted him to quit being a hero, but again, more an idea of her leaving Steve and going over to Dave Cox. But you have Captain America and Falcon meet up with Peggy Carter, of course, Steve Rogers' past love interest. Also, they do meet up with Gabe Jones, not really important character, where honestly a couple pages are given to us of them explaining that Captain America called up S.H.I.E.L.D. and they figured out who the Red Skull will attack next. And so the four of them are going to protect that person, but also there are 2 pages that let us know that Peggy Carter realized it is time for her to let go of what her and Steve Rogers had back in the World War II era. Except after that, the Red Skull caught them with their pants down once again, because Peggy Carter stayed outside after she talked with Steve Rogers, where she does get into a scuffle with the Red Skull. But since their fight was heard and some of the other heroes were coming, the Red Skull left. But when the heroes thought they were able to scare the Red Skull off, they find out that the person they were supposed to protect was actually killed off by the Red Skull. They find his dead body just like Herbert Glass. And so with Captain America losing to the Red Skull, it actually leads to him having nightmares with all of his enemies chasing him down, trying to kill him off. But he is able to get away, sadly, to only run into the Red Skull in his dream, where you have the Red Skull tell Captain America in his dream that no matter what, he will always be around to torture Captain America because they are connected. They need each other, which is a little bit creepy. Then we pick up with the Red Skull again, where he is happy about the fact that he was able to take out his 2 targets and make Captain America look like a fool. Except what bothers him is the fact that Gabe Jones and Peggy Carter are a interracial couple. This is 70 comics for you, but he felt like he needs to kill them off because it is disgrace to his image of the world from the 40s. So we see him explain how he survived his last fight with Captain America and kill off his henchmen who questioned his idea of killing off an interracial couple. Picking back up with Captain America, Falcon, Peggy Carter, and Gabe Jones, we see them with another political person they think could be next on the Red Skull list of people to kill. But this guy is a jerk, thinking that the heroes can't consider him next only because of the 2 people's death, where you have Captain America yell at him about how he is tired of people telling him he is wrong and what to do, and then it gives Red Skull the chance to kill them off. So he is putting his foot down on staying here to protect this man. Of course, they are confronted by some soldiers of the Red Skull, where of course this leads into a battle between the 2 sides in this random man's house. Except the problem is that after the battle is all done and stuff, you have the Roscoe men actually being able to kidnap both Peggy Carter and Gabe Jones as well. So at first, they think the Roscoe plan did not involve this random man who has ties to the economy of America, only to find out that one of the soldiers in the battle was actually able to switch the pipe he was smoking with the Roscoe dust. Of course, ends up killing this man off. But we get to focus on the Roscoe torturing both Peggy Carter and Gabe Jones because, again, he hated the idea of an interracial relationship where the Roscoe thinks that he can scare them, but you have Gabe Jones spit in his face to show that they are not scared of him. With that happening, it leads to the Roscoe taking Peggy Carter into a separate room where he tortures her for 7 hours straight. Luckily for her, Captain America and Falcon appear to save them both from the Roscoe. Now, of course, you have Captain America and Falcon start fighting against the Roscoe and his goons. Now, at first, you would think that with them beating him so quickly that the day is saved and everything is done. No. We still have one more chapter because at the end of this chapter, you have the Roscoe reveal that the Falcon is under his control and Falcon knocks out Captain America. So with this section, this is where you have the Roscoe reveal that the last time he had his cosmic cube, he was able to change some things. So he would have a backup plan for today's situation. That he used the cosmic cube on Falcon knowing that one day Falcon would become a valuable asset for him to use. But he reveals the origin of Falcon and how much of a hand he had in the origin of Falcon. So the last time the Roscoe appeared in comics by this point in Marvel, he used his cosmic cube to switch bodies with Steve Rogers. But he states that he was the one who placed Sam Wilson on that island, which led into Steve Rogers meeting him and then becoming partners. Roscoe reveals to us, the readers, that Sam Wilson is from Harlem, but as he got older, he joined a gang or the mob. Long story short, Sam Wilson head got too big thinking that he should be the boss. So he tried to kill his boss while on the plane, which of course the plane crashed, and that is how Sam Wilson met Steve Rogers on that island a few books ago. Well, the Roscoe tells Captain America that basically he altered his mind, which made Sam Wilson think of a different life than he had, so that Steve Rogers will believe in a good person when he meets Sam Wilson. So everything was a lie. Of course, with his mind being altered, he became the hero we know him as, the Falcon. This was all part of Roscoe's big master plan, or master backup plan really. Anyways, the story wraps up in the worst way, to be honest, because of the trade that I bought. Because we see the Roscoe make Falcon and Captain America fight against each other to the death. But we know how it usually goes though, where you have the main hero being able to fight against his friend that is brainwashed. But while they are fighting, Peggy Carter and Gabe Jones were able to call in S.H.I.E.L.D. for backup. Then they proceed to take out all of the Roscoe's men. But after doing that and freeing Captain America and Falcon from the trap room, we see the Roscoe is able to get away, but for some reason, Falcon is in a coma. And the book ends on that note right there. I know it sucks, I'm sorry guys, but that is the trade that I bought offline. Anyways though, this is where we are going to end today's video, so please hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I'll see y'all next time. Later.